The 2023 Polestar 2 BST Edition 270 is finally here. After its debut as an experimental prototype at the 2021 Goodwood Festival of Speed, Swedish EV builder Polestar announced a limited run of the hot-up Polestar 2 earlier this year. A few supply chain-related delays later par for the course these days, and I find myself behind the wheel of the electric sports sedan on the damp and twisting back roads of the San Francisco Bay Area, my home turf, grinning from ear to ear. The Polestar 2 BST Edition 270 is essentially a dual-motor long-range model that's been funked up with a bit of Polestar 1-inspired skunkworks stank. Each of the 270 examples begins life on a normal Polestar 2 assembly line before being whisked off to the Polestar Production Center, former home of Polestar 1 production for hand customization and upgrades. The BST Edition 270 features the same performance software upgrade and power boost that makes the 2023 model year performance pack a more compelling upgrade since the last time we evaluated the two. The software Retune adds launch control and boosts the dual motor setup's output to a combined 476 horsepower, 350 kilowatts, and 503 pound-feet of torque. That's a decent bump over the 402 horsepower of the standard dual motor setup, enough to drop the 0 to 60 miles per hour time from 4.5 seconds to 4.2 ticks. More straight line quickness is nice, but it's the more responsive accelerator pedal and the extra oomph delivered at the exit of every corner that I appreciated the most. Also inherited are the Performance Pack's upgraded 4-piston Brembo front brakes with upsized rotors. For daily driving, the regenerative braking system is responsible for most of the Polestar 2's stopping power. But for performance and occasional track driving, the upgraded friction brakes are handy and are able to slow the heavy electric sedan from 60 miles per hour to stopped in just 105 feet. They look dope, too, finished in gold to match the Ohlins dampers and the Performance Pack's gold seatbelts. The limited edition model also includes the Plus Pack cabin comfort upgrades and Pilot Pack enhanced driver aid systems. Pop the hood and you'll see one of the biggest differences between the Polestar 2 Performance Pack and the BST Edition 270. Proudly displayed at the top of the EV's front are the front remote reservoirs for the dual-flow valve dampers developed by Swedish suspension company Ohlins. The dampers feature separate oil flow circuits for low and high damper speeds. High-speed damping is controlled by internal valves that are non-adjustable. Low-speed compression and rebound can be independently customized via adjustable valves on each damper with 22 clicks of adjustability. Front compression is the most easily accessible adjustment, located on the reservoirs under the hood. The rest require a jack to access, being tucked beneath the EV. I tried out both the firmest and softest extremes for front compression adjustment on a twisty stretch and found Polestar's recommendation of around 7 clicks from firmest to be the Goldilocks zone for responsive steering and turn-in with a bit of suppleness over bumps. I might actually go a click or two softer, sacrificing just a hair of turn-in responsiveness, given the rough state of my favorite local backroads. Yes, electronic dampers that go from sport to comfort at the push of a button would be much more convenient, but the tactile click of the knobs, the deliberate nature of the adjustments, and the highly tuned level of customization this setup provides is exciting for folks who enjoy tweaking and customizing their cars. The springs coiled around those dampers are also around 20% firmer than the Performance Pack setup, adding up to an 80% front and 40% rear increase over the base, non-performance suspension. The static ride height sits 25 millimeters, about an inch, lower than even the Performance Pack. Threaded lock ring spring seats give you yet another degree of mechanical adjustment to firm up each corner's spring preload for the track or adding a bit of compliance for the street. Hidden beneath the frontliner, the BST Edition 270 also features a strut tower brace that improves the stiffness of the front suspension mounting points. Upsized 21-inch wheels are even larger than the Performance Pack's 20s and feature a design that's inspired by, but not identical to, the Polestar 1's rollers. The wheels are wider on the rear axle, 9 inches, than up front, 8 inches. It uses identically sized Pirelli P02 4535 or 21 sport tires at all 4 corners despite the stagger. Polestar tells me the resulting stretch on the rear rubber removes a bit of sidewall flex, resulting in better response when cornering and accelerating. The wheels and tacky tires are perhaps the biggest contributor to the BST Edition 270's higher handling limits. They're also likely the reason that its range drops to 247 miles versus the Performance Pack's 260-mile EPA estimate. Visually, the BST Edition 270 further distinguishes itself with gloss black exterior details and body-colored trim around the wheel arches and lower bumpers. The limited edition sedan is available in either snow white or thunder gray paint. Maybe skip the optional matte black center stripe unless you're going to be obsessively careful with it. My example's vinyl was already peeling up slightly at the thin points around the 2 cutout on the hood. Plus, the roof stripe blocks about a third of the Plus Pack's glass roof. Only 270 Polestar 2 BST Edition 270 examples will be built globally, with around 47 of them destined for the US, depending on customer demand. Here, the BST Edition 270 will be priced starting at $76,900, including $1,400 for destination, $9,250 more than a regular Polestar 2 fully loaded with the Performance, Pilot, and Plus packages. That's not too far off the cost of performing similar aftermarket tire and suspension upgrades yourself, but with the benefit of Polestar's engineering know-how. Like the Polestar 1 that inspired it, the 2023 Polestar 2 BST Edition 270 isn't for everyone. Most drivers will find the mechanical suspension adjustment too fiddly or annoying, preferring the push-button ease of modern electronically controlled dampers. But the relatively few enthusiasts looking not just for increased driving joy, but also a deeper and more direct connection to their car's performance, let's be honest, there's not much wrench turning left to be done on an EV, will find plenty of delight in this limited edition.